Right. Well, good to be with you today. Today is Friday, and we have come to the end of the week. And so, I guess, as we said several times, this is weekend eve. And man, one last day of the work week, then into the weekend. Hopefully, this last weekend of September, you can enjoy it with some family, some friends, and all that good stuff there. Man, it's the week has gone by fast. The month has gone by fast. Today is the 23rd, and we have just a week left. Next Friday is the last day of September. Crazy, and crazy how quickly it has gone. And hope our power up finds you well. At first glance today, it was 29 degrees this morning. And so, man, a little chilly out there. Got the flannel going. Have had it going the last couple days, but got it going again today. It's a little chilly out there. It's supposed to warm up in the 60s. I think today is so it won't be too terribly cold. But man, a little chilly. But anyway, good to be with you today. It is fall. Yesterday was the first day of fall. And so I guess we're to be expecting some of the cooler temperatures there. As we get started today, thank you for being on. I would encourage you share our video here live so others can jump in live as well. So I encourage you along those lines. We're going to be in Proverbs chapter 30 if you care to join me. Proverbs chapter 30, and we're going to look at verse number 29. The goal is to finish this chapter today. We'll see if that happens or not. And then beginning Monday, we get into Proverbs 31. And man, we're coming down to the end here of the book of Proverbs. So let's see what we can get accomplished here today. Verse number 29, here we go. And I apologize. I feel like there may be a sneeze coming on here. So I apologize ahead of time for that. But we'll see. It's coming. I know it's coming. Verse number 29, here we go. There be three things which go well, yea, four are comely in going. So there's three things. Four are comely in going. They're talking about things that are to be admired, looked up to, maybe even majestic would be a good word to describe some of these things, and things that provoke the awe and wonder of man's mind, I guess we should say. All right, so let's look at it. First, verse number 30, the first thing that is to be admired, a lion, which is strongest among beasts, and turneth not away for any. And so the lion being that creature which we look to, man, incredible power, incredible speed, just has that aura of strength and might, and man, it's to be admired. King of beasts, we might call it. Also 31, verse number 31, a greyhound is mentioned here. A greyhound, and just the speed of the greyhound, and then we see a he goat also, and the goat, I think of maybe the goat, and just it's and maybe we would say a ram, just the climbing prowess, the strength of them, really and maybe it carries a little bit of fear with it, the not knowing what the goat will do, and that can be a little fearful as well. Don't know if you've ever been to those petting zoos. I'm always a little leery of being around the goats and that because they like to headbutt and knock you over and stuff. And so maybe that's what's in reference there, just the not knowing what they're going to do. And then we have, fourthly, and a king in verse number 31, against whom there is no rising up. And that's to be admired, the strength and power of the king, to which no one rises up against that king out of maybe many different reasons, maybe because he is ruling well and keeps the enemy at bay, and because of how he rules, and man, just the people not willing to mess with the king because, hey, we don't know how he's going to respond, and he's going to respond maybe swiftly with action, and so we're not going to mess with him. Whereas sometimes, and I know we get some bad rulers in this world who rule with the iron fist and lord and dominate over their even over their people, and those type of leaders kind of live in fear of being overthrown, and so they tend to view any disagreement as an attack upon their leadership, and they respond swiftly and even unmercilessly. And so, I'm not saying that that's the right kind of leadership, but it is feared, and the king against whom there is no rising up. And so we see that that thought there, man. He rules. I tend to think that this verse speaks to the one who rules well and prepares well for potential oncoming enemies. Now, verse number 32, just kind of closing out this chapter here. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, dealing with the pride, or if thou hast, if thou hast thought evil and thought of deception, come up with ways to do evil, lay thine hand upon thy mouth. What it's saying is to stop. If you catch yourself doing these things, stop. It's almost like when we catch ourselves saying something, should we go, like telling a secret or something? Shouldn't have said that. The coming of the mouth. And so, man, if we find ourselves lifting up ourselves, man, stop. We find ourselves devising evil, stop. And man, good prices to live by. Catch yourself before you get yourself in too deep, or also catch yourself before you even say anything that would be frowned upon. And then verse number 33, surely the churning of milk bringeth forth butter. The churning of milk, the constant, the churning. I think of the old fashioned type of churning, doing the up and down there in the barrel, and churning that milk. And then it says, and the ringing of the nose bringeth forth blood. Okay, and if you ever had a bloody nose, not fun. But you get hit in the nose or pinched in the nose, those types of things will bring forth blood, and so we're mindful of that. Here's the thought then. So the forcing of wrath bringeth forth strife. Okay, and so just this thought as we close things out, just like the churning of milk, just like the bloody nose, the forcing of wrath bringeth forth strife. Okay, think about it now in your life and how you live. What do you bring to a conversation? What do you bring to a situation? What do you bring when you're with people? Do you bring that which is encouraging, uplifting, or do you bring speech that is wrathful and tears down? Well, that only brings strife. And if we continue to bring wrath to a situation, strife's going to follow. And so really what we're talking about is really our response to this life, our response to life situations. That's really what we're mentioning here. How we respond dictates much of our life. Because guess what? There's going to be situations that drive you nuts. There's going to be people that drive you crazy. There's going to be people that say things that are unkind. You're going to be treated unkindly. That's life. I'm not excusing it and saying it's okay to do that. I'm just saying it's going to happen. But how you respond to those situations, it has much to say about the quality of your life. Where much wrath is brought, strife follows. So don't bring wrath to life situations. Bring patience, bring forgiveness, bring grace, mercy, and loving kindness. So important as we live this life. That's the way Jesus would respond. Think of it, and I know we mentioned this, I think this yesterday even, in Romans 5, verse number 8, but God commendeth his love toward us. Okay, listen, we were unlovable. But God commends His love toward us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. We see Christ's response. We see Christ's response on the cross, as we mentioned even yesterday as well. Father, forgive them. And so as we live this life, hey, let's respond how Christ would respond. You remember WWJD. What would Jesus do? Hey, that's how we live, because we are showing and representing Jesus to a lost and dying world. Okay? So I'm going to leave you those thoughts for the day. I would encourage you, have a great day today. Let's live for the Lord in all that we do. Lord willing, we'll see many of you Sunday for services. I'm excited about our services together. And then also, don't forget, be in prayer for our young people. They're leaving for Harvest Fest tomorrow at 6:30. Pray they wake up, first of all, and that they stay awake during our preaching times. They're going to have a lot of fun, I guarantee you that. But man, there's going to be tremendous preaching and teaching from the Word of God. Pray that their hearts will be open to the Word of God. All right, Lord bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Lord willing, we'll see you on Monday in our Power Up time. But man, love to see you in church this Sunday. All right, have a great day.